Hey everybody, I'm Dan McClellan. I'm a scholar of the Bible and religion. Let's take a look at a video.
Genesis 1 describes three things that were never said to have been created anywhere in the Bible. They were just there at the beginning when God began to create. Hey everybody, I'm Dan McClellan. I'm a scholar of the Bible and religion. Most scholars these days believe that Genesis 1:1 is a temporal clause that is not describing an absolute beginning, but it's just saying when God began to create the heavens and the earth was welter and waste, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. So the earth, darkness, and the waters were already there when God began to create, and they are never described as being created. The light is created. A dome.
Did I miss something? Maybe I missed something.
You usually do.
And in the beginning, God created the heaven, and the earth. Okay, well, let's just try it different. In the beginning, God created the heavens, and the earth. Okay. Well.
So the first thing that you willfully and very intentionally missed here was my argument, where I pointed out that the majority of scholars agree that Bereshit, the first word of Genesis 1:1, is most likely to be understood as the nomen regens of a construct phrase, and therefore verse 1 is to be understood as a temporal clause, and verse 2 or verses 2 and 3 therefore describe the state of affairs when God began to create the heavens and the earth.
Well, let's go look at the Septuagint. Maybe we just have the wrong translations. Please use the NRSVU translation of the Bible. It is infinitely more accurate than KJV okay, all right, cool. It's so hot in here. When God began to create the heavens and the earth. When God began to create the heavens and the... Okay, well, I don't know. That seems like that's saying the same... I would say that's saying the same thing.
And you misunderstand because you are willfully and intentionally ignoring the implications of reading verse 1 as a temporal clause, much less of verse 2 as describing the state of affairs at the point in time designated by verse 1. So verse 1 says, when God began to create the heavens and the earth. And it is not designating the heavens as one object of creation and the earth as another object of creation. This is a nominal group that is designating all of the universe. It's also a merism, so it's the heavens, the earth, and everything in between. There's no single word in Hebrew for the universe. So you pair these two words together, and that functions to designate the universe. And then verse 2 explains the state of affairs when God began to create the universe. The earth was welter and waste. So when God began to create the universe, the earth was welter and waste. It's already there in an incomplete state. And so God does not create the earth. God uncovers the earth and causes things to grow on it so that it can be in its final complete state. But God does not create the earth. It is already there. And so that you can see that I'm not just making this up, here is the brand new Anchor Yale Bible commentary on Genesis 1 through 11, which states heaven and earth. This phrase is a merism, that is, a pair of polar opposites that denotes the totality encompassed by them. In this sense, heaven and earth is a concrete expression for the cosmos, a usage found elsewhere in the ancient Near East. In the context of 1:1, which anticipates what is to come, the phrase clearly means more than just two things, heaven and earth, since God creates many more things. Moreover, God doesn't seem to create the earth. It is presented as part of the pre-existing chaos in 1 verse 2. So, you're ignoring the argument to just argue by assertion. Because you don't understand the argument, you can't engage the argument, and you don't care because you are just making this video to support your dogmas.
Okay, let me get my laptop real quick. Grammatically, the Hebrew verb bara, create, is only ever used with God as the subject and typically refers to divine creation, implying a unique act of bringing things into existence that did not previously exist.
So, the object of the verb bara, the heavens and the earth, the merism for the totality of creation, the universe, did not yet exist. However, as the text states, one of the constituent elements, the earth, did already exist, albeit in a state of mire and murk, and not in a final completed state with vegetation growing upon it and animals and humans upon it. This is not a difficult concept to grasp. You just have to want to understand it. But you don't. You just want to disagree because of all the dogmatism. And the fit for this video is Wolverine still in his correct uniform.